Paul, guess where I went last weekend?
Ooh, Estelle, where did you go?
To le Musée d'Orsay, my favorite musée in all of Paris.
Ah oui, j'aime le musée d'Orsay.
Moi aussi. It is my favorite museum, after all.
We know, Estelle. To agree with me, Estelle said moi aussi or me too. We know that moi in moi aussi means me, and aussi means too or also. Moi aussi.
Right. The first sound in aussi is the same as the last ou sound in euro. Aussi. Moi aussi. Now you can try it. Repeat after me. Aussi. Moi aussi. All right, let's listen to two French friends talking about my favorite museum.
Salut Émile.
Salut Marie, ça va?
Oui, je vais au musée d'Orsay.
Ah, j'adore le musée d'Orsay.
Moi aussi. Tu veux venir?
So Marie said she also loves the Musée d'Orsay, but then she asked something we haven't heard before. Tu veux venir? That's, do you want to come?
Tu veux venir. Let's break it down. Veux means want. So tu veux means you want or do you want. The vowel sound in veux is the same as the first sound in euro. Veux.
So that's, do you want? Tu veux. And to come is venir.
So to say, do you want to come? We would say, tu veux venir?
Let's practice. Repeat after me. Veux. Tu veux. Tu veux venir?
Tu veux is a very useful phrase. You can use it to ask if someone wants, well, pretty much anything.
That's right. For example, you can say, Tu veux un café? To ask if someone wants a coffee. Or, Tu veux une pizza? To ask if they want a pizza.
This conversation is making me hungry. Tu veux un pain au chocolat, Estelle?
Yes, but first let's practice a little more. Say, do you want the tomatoes? In French. Super! Tu veux les tomates?
So in our earlier conversation, Marie asked, Tu veux venir? To invite Émile to the museum. But she could have taken it one step further and asked, Tu veux venir avec moi?
With me, in French, is avec moi. Avec means with, and we already know moi means me.
Avec moi. Tu veux venir avec moi?
Okay, let's put it all together. Repeat after me. Avec moi. Tu veux venir avec moi? Now let's hear Marie use it in her invitation.
Salut Émile, je vais au musée d'Orsay.
Salut Marie. Ah, j'adore le musée d'Orsay.
Tu veux venir avec moi?
Since Marie and Emile were already talking about le Musée d'Orsay, she could just ask him to come with her. But what if you want to invite your friend somewhere that you haven't been talking about already?
Then you could say something like, Tu veux venir au musée avec moi? Do you want to come to the museum with me?
Right. Tu veux venir au musée avec moi? Now it's your turn to invite your own friend on a trip. Say, do you want to come to the restaurant with me? In French. C'est bien. Tu veux venir au restaurant avec moi? So, Paul, tu veux venir au musée avec moi?
Tune in to our next lesson to find out how I could answer Estelle's question.
Come on, Paul. Fine. See you next time. À bientôt. Paul, tu veux venir au musée d'Orsay avec moi?
Oui, je veux venir. That means yes, I want to come.
Je veux venir. Just the words I wanted to hear. J'adore le musée d'Orsay.
Moi aussi. Me too. But let's say you invited me somewhere I didn't want to go. Like au supermarché, to the supermarket.
Then you could say you do not want to come. Je ne veux pas venir.
Though realistically, I would never say that.
What do you mean?
Well, I wouldn't want to hurt your feelings. I would probably say I do want to go, but I just can't.
Paul.
Je veux venir, mais je ne peux pas. I want to come, but I can't.
We haven't heard that expression before. Je ne peux pas.
Right, je peux means I can. So je ne peux pas means I cannot or I can't.
Yup. And notice how peut and veut sound very similar. Peut. Veut.
Peut. Veut. The only difference is the first sound. So if you can say one, you can definitely say the other.
Let's try it. Repeat after me. Je veux. Je peux. Je ne peux pas.
Another way to say that I can't come to the supermarket is je ne peux pas venir. I can't come.
Je ne peux pas venir. Notice how we use the same form of come, venir, as we do in tu veux venir or do you want to come?
Tu veux venir avec moi?
Je ne peux pas venir.
So that's peut to say you can or can't do something. But you can also use peut in a question.
That's right. Just like we say tu veux venir to ask do you want to come, we can say tu peux venir to ask can you come.
Tu peux venir? You can try too. Repeat after me. Tu peux venir? Oui, je peux venir. Okay, now it's time to put everything together with a conversation between two new friends, Julia et Hélène.
Salut Hélène, ça va?
Salut Julia. Oui, je vais au zoo.
Oh, j'adore le zoo.
Oui, moi aussi. Tu veux venir avec moi?
Je ne peux pas, je vais à l'université.
Now it's time for you to practice responding to an invitation. When your friend asks if you want to come to the cafe, say, I want to come, but I can't, in French.
Tu veux venir avec moi?
Bravo! Je veux venir, mais je ne peux pas. Now, Paul, about le musée. Tu veux venir?
Je veux venir et je peux venir.
Super!
Et Estelle, tu veux venir à la boulangerie avec moi?
Oui, je veux venir, mais it's time for another lesson.
Ah, that's right.
In the last couple of lessons, we talked about how to invite someone somewhere and how to respond to an invitation.
Let's hear how that sounds again.
Salut, ça va?
Oui, je vais au musée du Louvre.
Oh, j'adore le Louvre.
Moi aussi. Tu veux venir avec moi?
Je veux, mais je ne peux pas. Je vais à l'aéroport.
Now it's your turn. Imagine this. It's a sunny Saturday morning in Paris. You're taking a morning stroll around your neighborhood and plan to grab un café and un croissant at your favorite café, Le Café Madeleine. As you start walking there, you bump into your good friend, Nadia.
Say, Hi Nadia, how are you? In French. C'est parfait. Salut Nadia, ça va?
Nadia answers,
Oui, ça va et toi?
respond to Nadia's question, saying, I'm doing well, in French. C'est super. Ça va bien.
Tu vas où?
Say, I am going to the Café Madeleine, in French. Très bien. Je vais au Café Madeleine.
J'adore le café Madeleine.
It seems like Nadia likes your favorite cafe too. Maybe you should invite her to come along.
Say, me too. Do you want to come with me? In French. Excellent. Moi aussi. Tu veux venir avec moi?
Je ne peux pas. Je vais au musée du Louvre.
Sounds like she's on her way to the Louvre, which you also love.
Say, I love the Louvre, in French. Super. J'adore le Louvre.
Oui, moi aussi.
Then Nadia gets an idea.
Ah, tu peux venir avec moi.
That sounds great to you, so you agree to come along. Say, yes, I can come, in French. Parfait. Oui, je peux venir.
Super.
You and Nadia spend the whole day wandering around the Louvre, talking about the different paintings. As the day winds down, you finally go to the museum cafe for a cup of coffee.
Ask Nadia, do you want a coffee? In French. Bravo. Tu veux un café?
Oui, merci.
You and Nadia sit down for a cup of coffee together. It isn't as good as your favorite cafe, but it's definitely worth it for all the art.
What a day! Now you know how to invite someone and accept or reject an invitation. And it's time for me to accept your invitation, Paul. Nadia enjoyed her perfect day au musée, and I'm ready to enjoy mine à la boulangerie.
Moi aussi. I'm so ready for some tasty French bread. Let's go.